Last hour, Tottenham's 11 versus Fulham is about to be revealed. Romero out, pressure on Frank, and Spurs desperate to get back to winning ways at home. Welcome back to Tottenham News Today channel. Tottenham head into another crucial weekend knowing that the time for excuses has completely run out. After the humiliating North London derby collapse and a defeat to PSG, Spurs return to the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium under enormous pressure. The supporters are tired of poor decisions, uninspiring tactics, and Thomas Frank's increasingly baffling interviews, including the now infamous pre-derby comment asking who Eberechi Eze was. For many fans, this Fulham match is not just another London derby. It is a demand for accountability, clarity, and above all, a proper response. Tottenham must rediscover themselves at home, and Frank must prove he is capable of steadying the ship before the situation becomes irreversible. With all of that in mind, here is the predicted 11 that could and should help Spurs return to winning ways. In goal, Guglielmo Vicario, who was helpless against PSG as 5 unanswered goals flew past him. None were truly his fault, but the Italian will know he must bring calm and authority back to a defence that has been rattled for 2 straight matches. Against a Fulham side who will arrive confident after beating Sunderland, Vicario's leadership will be crucial. At right-back, Pedro Porro, who returned to the starting 11 in Paris after missing the derby. Despite the chaos around him, Porro offered energy and width and should keep his place. Spurs need his progressive passing and his willingness to push forward, especially in a match where Tottenham must dominate the ball. In central defence, Kevin Danso replaces the suspended Christian Romero. Romero's nightmare display against PSG, including errors leading directly to goals, has cost him his place regardless, but with 5 yellow cards accumulated, he is unavailable anyway. Danso, disciplined and steady, should come in. Alongside him, Mickey van der Ven, still unbeaten in the matches he has played this season. His pace, strength and ability to carry the ball into midfield make him Tottenham's most reliable defender and a threat from set pieces. He remains the pillar of the back line. On the left, Destiny Udogie returns after being left out against PSG. Jed Spence simply has not impressed in recent weeks, and Frank must restore balance with a natural left footer who can stretch the pitch and offer attacking intent. Udogie fits that perfectly. In midfield, João Palhinha comes back into the fold after being rested midweek. Facing his former club will give him added motivation, and Spurs desperately need his aggression, ball winning and discipline to regain control in the centre of the park. Alongside him, Lucas Bergvall, who was one of the very few bright sparks in Paris. His first half display showed energy, composure and courage, exactly what Tottenham have been missing. Frank himself admitted Bergvall is ready to start in the Premier League, and this is the ideal fixture to unleash him. In the number 10 role, Xavi Simons, who has not started the last 2 matches but should return here. Against a compact Fulham defence, Tottenham will require creativity, vertical passing and unpredictability, all qualities Simons brings in abundance. If Spurs dominate possession, he becomes a decisive figure. On the right wing, Mohamed Kudus rested against PSG but expected to return. His directness, work rate and ability to beat defenders are essential for stretching Fulham's backline. On the left, Wilson Odobert, who should naturally regain his place as Spurs move away from the disastrous 4-2-2-2 trial. His one-on-one ability and goal threat make him a necessary component of any attacking lineup. Leading the line, Randall Kolo Muani, fresh from scoring twice and providing an assist against one of the best teams in the world. His performance in Paris was sensational, and the message to Thomas Frank could not be clearer. No experiments, no overthinking, start your best striker. On Saturday, there must be no inventions. Tottenham and Thomas Frank are now at a crossroads. The supporters want attacking football, intensity, ambition and pride, traits the team has not shown at home for several weeks. Another failure at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium would put Frank's job under genuine threat. With Bergvall, Simons and Kolo Muani all deserving of a place in the 11, anything less than a bold, aggressive and proactive team would be both damaging to the squad and to the manager himself. This is the moment for Spurs to respond. This is the moment for Thomas Frank to decide what kind of Tottenham he wants to lead, and whether he will still be the manager long enough to build it. Tottenham are now firmly in the mix to land FC Midtjylland's breakout sensation, Francolino Ju, a striker whose stunning rise has put half of Europe on red alert. Fresh reports from Italy claim Spurs have moved aggressively behind the scenes, complicating Roma's long-standing pursuit of the 21-year-old talent. The Serie A side believed they were edging closer to a January agreement after months of scouting, only to discover that Tottenham have stepped in with serious intent and the financial muscle to change the entire landscape of the deal. With an estimated £26 million fee on the table, the Danish club are bracing themselves for a bidding war they did not expect to escalate this quickly. Francolino's numbers this season have been nothing short of astonishing. 19 goals and 3 assists in just 28 appearances have transformed him from a promising youngster into one of the most discussed forwards on the continental stage. His relentless pace, ruthless finishing and fearless energy have turned Europa League nights into his personal showcase, forcing bigger clubs to take notice. Aston Villa, Newcastle and West Ham have all monitored him in recent months, but Tottenham's sudden involvement feels different, more urgent, more deliberate, more disruptive. Roma had scouts watching him closely again on Thursday evening, only to be met with the uncomfortable reality that Spurs are now pressing ahead with their own evaluations. The North London hierarchy have been tracking the striker's progress for weeks, impressed not only by his goal return but by his ability to thrive under pressure and carry an attack almost single-handedly. For a Tottenham side still searching for a long-term reference point up front, Francolino fits the profile of a forward ready to explode onto the Premier League stage. At the same time, the situation intertwines with another developing storyline: Tottenham's interest in Randal Kolo Muani. According to transfer insider Dean Jones, the club are open to pushing for a permanent deal for the PSG forward, but only if his form continues to trend upward after a difficult start to the campaign. That decision, however, does not appear to be slowing their pursuit of Francolino. In fact, the very act of entering the race suggests Spurs are positioning themselves to refresh their attacking options, with or without Kolo Muani's resurgence. The message filtering through European media is clear. Tottenham have seen an opportunity and have moved quicker than many expected. Roma believed they were edging towards a breakthrough. Instead, they now find themselves staring at a Premier League heavyweight ready to test their resolve. With January fast approaching and Francolino's stock rising by the week, this is shaping up to be one of the window's most fiercely contested deals, and Tottenham once again are right in the thick of it. That's all for today's update. If you enjoyed this video and want to stay up to date with everything Tottenham, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a story. Don't forget to drop a like and share this video with other Spurs fans. Together we can keep growing the Tottenham News Today community. Thanks for watching, and as always, come on you Spurs!